Hello everyone, welcome to Everest Technologies. So today we are going to learn about the most underrated hook in the React. So that is use imperative hook. So to demonstrate the uses of this hook, so I have this UI in here. So the main purpose of this UI right now is I have a button and an input field. So let's say I want some functionality where when I press this button, this will be focused, this input should be focused. So if I want that, so I have a code for that right here. So in this common sense, in this common scenario, what you will do is you can create a state, let's say reference input ref equals to use ref, and this will be null. So we have input ref. I'll provide the input ref to this as a input ref like this. So and whenever this button is pressed, so on click, let's create the on click in here. So whenever the button is clicked, what I'll do is input ref dot current dot focus. So let's do that, and when I press this thing, this is focused. You can see here this is working as expected. So this is the common scenario, but what if we have this thing? I have a separate custom input. I have the same thing. I have sent the title, I have sent the placeholder, I have sent the helper text right like this. So I need a separate component for the input for this everything, and I want I want the input to be focused whenever this button is pressed. So how can we do that then? So let's try keeping this reference in here and receiving this reference in here and providing the same ref as ref in here. So let's try this. Let's see if it's work. Let's see. Okay, it's not working because we don't have this thing, the reference of this thing. It is not working. So how can we do then? So for this we have a separate hook called useImperativeHandle. So for this, let's do this like this. Export default custom how can we do this is let's create an input ref. So this is okay. I will remove this thing. I'll send the input ref within the ref, that is fine, but instead of here, let's do this like this, comma ref. So right in here what I'll do is react dot forward ref, and I'll wrap this whole component inside here. I'll import react like this. So I have a react in here. So this is what we want right now. We are forwarding the reference, and here create again another ref, input ref equals to use ref null, and provide this input ref in here. So will it work? Let's see. No, it's not giving us error, but it's not working either. So what can we do is we can introduce a new hook called use imperative handle. So this will take a reference that is coming from here, input ref. So that has been forwarded. So this will be this ref, and we have this callback function. This callback function will return some object, and this object will have some functions. Let's say on press. So I'll have this function. So on press, what I'll do is input ref dot current dot focus. I'll do this thing in here, let's do this. So for this ref, and we are using on press. So if I go over here, I have seen the input ref over here. So let's change the, so let it be, let's do input ref dot current dot, we have what, on press over here. So let's try this on press, save this, enter, focus. Right now it's working perfectly as expected. So we have a separate component. What I did, we wrapped our function with the react.forwardRef. We have forwarded the ref here. We have used the ref inside the useImperativeHandle, and in this onPress function we have defined what we wanted, and it's working perfectly. And yes, so that is how you can use the useImperativeHandle. So if you want to perform something, let's say click and want to make some changes in the child component, which is this custom input in our scenario, you want to make some changes in here. So for that you can just forward the reference and use a useImperativeHandle to make the job done. So thank you. I hope you have learned something from here. So like, share and subscribe. Thank you and keep watching.